Alright guys, welcome back to another video. So Dislyte has just released some more information about the ritual miracle further adjustments. So let's just go through this real quick. Based on all of your feedback about ritual miracle and our thorough evaluation on in-game data, we plan to further adjust ritual miracle in the version 3.1.9 update. So that's a month from now. And below are our plans. So adjust the difficulty progression curve of Ritual Miracle and especially lower the difficulty of floor 7 to 15. So how I understood when I read this was that they're going to adjust the curve. So they're going to make 7 to 15 a lot easier, but they're going to make all of the floors easier as well. So I assume that this also includes to floor 16, but I'm not exactly sure. And below are the adjustment plans for the 3 Sentinels. So let's just go through this quick. I'm gonna go Fafnir first. Fafnir is honestly, in my opinion, the easiest boss. As long as you have the right team comp and fairly fast relics and you don't die, and you're like have enough, you know, as long as you're built well, basically, you can beat Fafnir. APEP is honestly the most difficult one. Hopefully these reduce APEP stats under all difficulties accordingly and moderately reduce resist chance will help a lot. What's scary about APEP is the amount of stacks that you get, amount of poison stacks that you get, which they haven't really adjusted in any way. But hopefully reducing the stats will be enough to make APEP somewhat viable. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure. I haven't been farming APEP at all. I've just been completely avoiding it because it's so hard to get a good team. But the big one and the most important one in my opinion is Chronos. Now for Chronos, they have reduced the suppression tablet's chance to stun, which was kind of huge. It was big enough to warrant, but not that big, honestly. So I don't know why. In my opinion, what's scarier is the blessing tablet, which will boost the AP, but you know, they haven't changed that at all, so whatever. Reduces Chronos stats under all difficulties, that's great, and reduce the significance of the recently added AP boost for Chronos under high difficulty. So they're gonna make the AP boost, I think, weaker. I think they're gonna make it boost less of Chronos' AP for every action that your Espers take, which is good. I hope it's a step in the right direction because honestly, Chronos is really fast, honestly. Chronos gets their turns really quickly, and it doesn't help that there's also the blessing tablet that will boost the AP. So Chronos gets a lot of turns and they hit really hard. So hopefully these will help. And lastly, moderately reduce the resist chance, which, you know, everyone gets a stat, everyone gets lower stats and everyone gets less resist chance. Now this resist chance is actually pretty significant for Chronos because before this update fully came out in the in this 3.1.7 update, in the PTB, what's it called? What's this game called again? PTR? I forgot. The public test, whatever. You could actually run some poison teams and it would be kind of effective against Chronos, but they removed that once it hit the live servers. And right now, I'm really hoping that they will allow for poison teams to make their way back against Chronos because poison teams will be a unique, they wouldn't be really fast, but they would give players an ability to reliably farm Chronos even below their actual ability to farm stuff. And I think they're a bit cheese, but I think that they're healthy for the game in a sense that, you know, they're giving more use to Espers like poison teams that will, you know, allow players to actually make something different instead of just like trying to beat the stick out of all these different bosses. So I'm really excited for this change. Hopefully they do allow the resist chance to allow for poison stacks to apply, but you know, it'll remain to be seen. So moving on, they have increased the drop rate of level 60 relics. So they've increased the drop rate from level 60, of level 60 relics from floor 12 to 15. And I don't understand this part. Starting from the 12th floor, all the relics dropped after defeating will be no less than level 40. But that's already the case, like, you know, will be no less than 40. I don't even understand. Like after level 20, it is just level 40. So I don't understand why they have to even specify that, but okay. And starting from the 13th floor, players will have a chance to get level 60 flawless relics after defeating the Sentinel Hunt, which is kind of surprising because that means that like there was some invisible wall that said, okay, maybe at level 13 or level 14 that you can only get flawless level 60 relics. which is kind of weird that they have to specify that. But you know what? Okay, increase the drop rate from level 12 to 15. That's great. That's awesome. No complaints there. And lastly, this is what I'm really excited for, which is the Ritual Miracle Shop. Now, I don't know why they decided to do this. Like, I don't know what was the change that they decided to make, because you know we already had like all these different shops. But I'm not complaining with the addition of a Ritual Miracle Shop and you know Experiment and stuff like that. Hopefully not just Experiment. Hopefully they add like something like gold records or whatever in there, or shimmer records. I don't know, but it's gonna be based off of our activeness points, which they have done in the past in certain events, right? With how they wanted to make you use a lot of Ritual Miracle stamina. They used a lot of your stamina into Ritual Miracles, and they made you farm there. If they add this shop, I hope it doesn't take away from those future events. But either way, this is something that they didn't really have to do, and I'm excited for this Ritual Miracle Shop, and it's a step in the right direction, hopefully giving us more currency and giving us more ability to farm, choose what we need, and buy stuff with it, and so that Ritual Miracle will not just feel like, oh, you're just grinding for relics and then you have to sell them and then that's it, right? This activeness will add a bit more interactiveness into that. Sorry, that's a lot of activeness. But yeah, overall, I'm pretty excited for this change. I'm really excited for 3.1.9, although that is still a month away because this is 3.1.8, I believe. So we still got a whole month away, but at least they are teasing the fact that they are changing things already, and they're giving us some heads up that, hey, we are trying to improve these things, which is great because, you know, at least they're not leaving us hanging for a whole month, right? But yeah, that's it. And I hope that you guys enjoyed the video, and I'm really excited for this. Comment down below what you think. And yeah, that's all I have for you today. Thank you, and get out of here.